Maitreya Vacha. Maitreya said, Avadharya, after hearing Virinchasya of Lord Brahma, Nirvyalika, free from all sinful purposes, Amrutam, nectarian, Vachaha, words, Prahasya, heartily laughing, Prema Garbena, laden with love, Tat, those words, Apangena, with a glance, Saha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Agrahit, accepted. Translation and purport by Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada. Śrī Maitreya said, after hearing the words of Brahma, the Creator, which were free from all sinful purposes and as sweet as nectar, the Lord heartily laughed and accepted his prayer with a glance laden with love. Please repeat the translation. Śrī Maitreya said, after hearing the words of Brahma, the Creator, which were free from all sinful purposes and as sweet as nectar, the Lord heartily laughed and accepted his prayer with a glance laden with love. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The word Nirvyalika is very significant. The prayers of the demigods or devotees of the Lord are free from all sinful purposes. But the prayers of the demons are always filled with sinful purposes. The demon Hiranyaksha became powerful by deriving a boon from Brahma. And after attaining that boon, he created a disturbance because of his sinful intentions. The prayers of Brahma and other demigods are not to be compared to the prayers of the demons. Their purpose is to please the Supreme Lord. Therefore, the Lord smiled and accepted the prayer to kill the demon. Demons who are never interested in praising the Supreme Personality of Godhead because they have no information of him, go to the demigods, and in Bhagavad Gita, this is condemned. Persons who go to the demigods and pray for advancement in sinful activities are considered to be bereft of all intelligence. Demons have lost all intelligence because they do not know what is actually their self-interest. Even if they have information of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they decline to approach him. It is not possible for them to get their desired boons from the Supreme Lord because their purposes are always sinful. It is said that the dacoits in Bengal used to worship the goddess Kali for fulfillment of their sinful desires, to plunder others' property. But they never went to a Vishnu temple because they might have been unsuccessful in praying to Vishnu. Therefore, the prayers of the demigods or the devotees of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are always untinged by sinful purposes. Doesn't see Bhakti Vedanta purport. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuram Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, starting of this chapter entitled The Killing of the Demon Hiranyaksha. The last chapter we saw Lord Brahma prayed to Lord Varaha and he was requesting the Lord to kill this demon immediately because he was a disturbance to the entire world along with the demigods. And the appropriate time is very good now because once the time, little delay, Asura Sandhya Vela will start, he will become more powerful. And this nature of this person was like a snake. And it is for the welfare of everyone to kill this snake. So he had requested. So when the prayers were submitted, what happened next was this verse. So Maitreya Vacha. So Maitreya was, this discussion is between Maitreya and Vidura. So Maitreya is communicating to Vidura. Avadharya Virinchasya. Avadharya, after hearing from whom? Virincha, Lord Brahma, who is the creator. Nirvyalikam amrutam vachaha. What did he hear? The Lord Nirvyalikam, the words which were without any sinful purposes. They are free from deception. And amrutam vachaha, the words were like nectar. Prahasya prema garbena. What was the Lord's response when he heard these words? Prahasya, he started smiling. He heartily laughed. Prema garbena tadapangena sa agrahit. Did he accept that words? Agrahit, he accepted. How? With a glance laden with love. Means he acknowledged by his eyesight that yes, I am accepting your prayer and I will execute the mission for which I have come here. Or I will fulfill the desire of the demigods. So that was the Lord's acceptance, agrahit, and in a loving way. So that what it says, the translation. Śrī Maitreya said, after hearing the words of Brahma, avadharya virinchasya vachaha, the creator which were free from all sinful purposes, nirvyalika, and as sweet as nectar, amrutam, the Lord heartily laughed, prahasya, and accepted his prayer with a glance laden with love. Prema garbena tadapangena sa agrahit. So the Lord accepted in a favorable way, in a smiling way. See, there are two ways how do you accept. One is when you are forced to accept. Like when we are small children, when we are in the house, parents say, go get that thing, get this thing, will be made to run around. So you are busy in your working or you are playing in some game. So when you are asked to quit that and go and get, are you lovingly or smilingly you go and get it, or little cryingly, little emotionally you go and get? So we do in the other way. But here the Lord is in a favorable way. Even though he has accepted that purpose, but he is specifically here for the purpose of the demigods, for which the Lord's incarnation is here. Brahma and all the devatas were in anxiety when these demons started creating disturbance. So whenever they were in anxiety, they approach the Supreme Lord and they pray, because he is the only shelter for them. Okay, here we can understand what is the position of these demigods. They are all devatas with empowered personalities for a specific purpose. Now a contrast has been given by explaining about another category of worshippers. They are known as the demons. They are not devotees of not Vishnu, but they are devotees of devatas. So both of them offer prayers. What is the difference in these offering prayers? When the devotees offers prayers to the Lord, it is without any sinful intention. They are pure like amruta, nectar, without any deception. The word nirvyalika has been addressed in other places. It is without any deception. Deception means the front we say one thing, the back we think something else. The sinful purposes of the demons were always like, they always want to, the devata, whoever gives, he wants to become greater than that devata. What was Hiranyakashipu's intention after taking boons from Brahma? He said, first I want to become immortal. And Brahma said, I myself is not immortal, how can you give you that vara? Then in an indirect way he said, nobody can kill me. No living entity created by Brahma can kill me. So that's it, that nobody can kill him then. Everybody was created by Brahma. One primary reason. Then he added more reasons. He said, neither in the daytime nor in the night time. Then neither in the house nor outside. Neither by weapon, neither by any other thing in the material world, any material element. See, in that way he was securing his position. Why? His intention when he is praying itself was, he wants to become greater than Brahma. He wants to sit on the position of Brahma. He wants to rule the universe. And he is explaining himself as a devotee of Brahma. See, this is self-deception. When he was offering prayers to Brahma, they were all full of deception. This is demoniac mentality. And the devotee's mentality was very clear. They only want the service of the Lord. They are not asking anything beyond any personal sense gratification also. Because the definition of bhakti itself is, what is the definition of bhakti? Anya abhilashita shunyam. No other desire. Anya abhilashita shunyam means not even a tinge. Jnana karmadi anavritam. No traces of philosophical speculation and karmic fruitive tendencies. Anukulyena Krishna anushilanam, and engaging favorably for the service of the Lord. Anukulyena. Bhakti Uttama. This is considered as definition of Uttama Bhakti. So devotees are always in the mood that they just wanted to please the Lord. And their prayers were only for the service of the Lord or for the glorification of the Lord. So Prabhupada in various places explains about the nature of these prayers. He says, the Lord does not need anyone's prayers. But if a devotee offers his prayers to the Lord, the devotee gets benefited greatly. So the Lord is already glorified. Who am I to glorify the Lord? The Lord is like a sun, and I am holding a small light in front of the sun. What is the value of my light? Well, the lamp, what we are offering, what is the greatness of that lamp? It's a small lamp. But the Lord is all blissful personality, all great personality, all bright personality. What is my lamp? It's an insignificant. But doing arati, whose benefit it is? It is for my benefit or the Lord's benefit? It is for our benefit. So similarly, ignorant persons born in low families also can sincerely offer heartfelt prayers to the Lord, and the Lord will accept them. Is there any condition that only highly qualified person should offer the prayers? There is no consideration. Anybody and everybody who is simple at heart, their prayers will be accepted by the Lord. By birthright, it is not disqualified. Next. Akrura attained success in bhakti by one single process, by offering prayers. Vandanam. He just by offering prayers, Akrura became the greatest personality. Simply by chanting holy name of the Lord, simply by remembering the lotus feet of Krishna, simply by offering prayers to the Lord, one is immediately freed from all material contamination. So what is happening when we offer prayers? We are free from all material contamination. What is that? Bodily concept of life. This contamination of, I am this body, I am this personality. And how? By the blazing fire of ecstasy. Because when you offer prayers, when you serve the Lord, you become ecstatic. That ecstasy will see that you rise above this bodily platform of life. And how long does it take? This effect takes immediately, without a second's delay. When our prayers are sincere, you feel ecstatic. When that ecstasy is there, you feel beyond bodily perception. At the spiritual level, you experience this happiness. So one should approach the Supreme Lord and offer prayers and ask for the fulfillment of one's desire at the lotus feet of the Lord. This is real intelligence. So what is real intelligence means? When you offer prayers to the Lord, you are only asking a shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord. To glorify or offer prayers unto the Supreme, one needs Lord's mercy. One cannot write to glorify the Lord unless one is endowed with His causeless mercy. See, like Dhruva Maharaj, he wanted to glorify the Lord. He was trying to address. Was he able to talk? Because his ecstasy has captured his body. His entire body was shivering in ecstasy. His words were like when you become too happy, can your voice be too clear? It will be faltering voice. But when you are trying to offer prayers to the Lord, you have to be very peace, very calm. Then only your prayers will be of very clarity. Your intelligence will be sharp. So for that to happen, you require the blessings of the Lord. Although we are unable to offer prayers to the Lord in the adequate fashion, our duty is to make the attempt in order to purify ourselves. So even though we are not qualified, but an attempt can be made to capture the Lord's mercy. If we are serious and sincere, the Lord will give us the intelligence to offer prayers properly. So that sincerity purpose, that's what Lord saw in Dhruva Maharaj. He was sincerely trying to offer prayers. The Lord immediately blessed him by his conch shell, where he became equipped with all the Brahma Jnana, the details of absolute truth. And immediately he started offering prayers to the Supreme Lord with all knowledge across the Vedic perspective. Simply by offering prayers to the Lord, one can become perfect, even though engaged in his occupational duty. By our regular performance of our regular duties, by offering prayers, one can become perfect in their devotional service. One who offers prayers to the Lord to fulfill different desires must be know that the highest perfectional fulfillment of desire is to go back home, back to God. The whole and sole aim of bhakti or offering prayers is to go back home, back to God. Anything other than that is murkatva. Means foolishness to ask the Lord anything other than that. Every one of us can offer prayers with heart and soul as far as we can appreciate the Lord's glories. This is our purpose. Because Lord's glories are unlimited. It is said that Lord Ananta had been trying to glorify the Lord from time immemorial. And it is said that he could only reach a speck of the glories of the Lord. If Ananta can only reach a speck from time unlimited, he has been glorifying unlimitedly. What can we glorify the Lord? With our limited conditional capacity. Where Ananta himself is Vishnu's expansion. He could not glorify the Lord completely. Where are we to glorify? But if you endeavor, that itself is our perfection. When one is in the darkest region of existence, he is allowed to offer prayers to the Lord according to his own capacity. So this statement was from Garbhastuti. When the child was in the stomach, in the womb, when he was in the darkest atmosphere, surrounded by blood, filth, all these things and all were there in the womb. The baby offers prayers to the Lord, remembering the Lord, his situation, what he was going through, promising that this will be his last lifetime. And as I am remembering now, he says, as I come out, I will remember you now for this life and I will go back home, back to Godhead. But unfortunately, when he comes out, he becomes again captured by Maya and he starts getting lost in this bodily concept of life. All the letters of the alphabet, all the words constructed by those letters are meant for offering prayers to the Supreme Lord. So this is every word what was created, the Shabda, the purpose of the Shabda, characters and everything were all for the purpose of glorifying the Lord only. A Vaishnava, he is fully qualified to serve the Lord, still thinks himself extremely low while offering praise to the Lord. So Vaishnavas are by default great personalities, exalted personalities. But they present this humility, stating that they are very simple people, are very insignificant people. Like Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami, the greatest author who started biography on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he says, Jagai Madai Haite Saite Papishta. Purushe Rakite Amise Lagist. He says, I am worse than a worm in the stool. And Jagai Madai are much more personalities, greater personalities than me. But he is the greatest personality who is commenting on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's life history. So the whole point in Vaishnava culture is being humble in nature. So in the 20 items of knowledge, the first quality what Krishna also says, amanitvam, humility. Means not to expect any honor. Anything we do little, we want to have a recognition. But Shastra says never expect any recognition. If it comes, let it come of its own accord. Yadrishta labha santushtaha. Be satisfied with whatever accord the Lord sanctions it. Don't aspire for it or don't run behind. So in one context we heard about this Jagai Madai story in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In CC it's only in a small description. But in Chaitanya Bhagavata, one elaborate chapter was there. Almost 150 verses talk about this Jagai Madai Leela. So we'll try to understand some basics in that idea. Seidui Madhyapa Vedaya Stane Stane Aila E Gate Prabhu Kare Ganga Stane. These two Madhyapas means the drunkards, Jagai Madai. They used to wander here and there. Aila E Gate Prabhu Kare Ganga Stane. They came to a gata where, they came to a bank where Lord used to take bath every day there. Daiva Yoge Seistane Karile Katana Vedaya Bule Sarvatani Deihana. So by divine arrangement they made their base as that ghat, and which they would not go out. From there they would go to other places to raid. Sakala Lokera Chitta Hoila Shashanka Kiba Bada Kiba Dani Kiba Maharanka. Whether you are a buddy, you are an influential person or a rich person or a poor person, all people's hearts were filled with fear if they have to cross through that ghat. Because this Jagai Madai were seated there. Nisha Hoila Keha Nahi Aya Ganga Stane Yedi Aya Tabe Dasha Vishera Gamane. When it becomes dark, nobody will alone go to that ghat, it seems. If they have to go, 10-20 people only will go as a group. Alone they will not go. Because this Jagai Madai were terrifying the people there in that area. Prabhura Badira Kache Take Nisha Bhage Sarvaratri Prabhura Kirtane Suni Jage Mrudanga Mandira Bhaje Kirtane Rasange Madhyera Vikshepe Tarashuni Nache Range. So Prabhura Badira Kache Take Nisha Bhage. Whole night they were standing outside the Lord's door where the Kirtan was happening. Sarvaratri Prabhura Kirtana Suni Jagi. And the whole night they were awake, hearing to the Kirtan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mrudanga Mandira Bhaje Kirtanera Sange. So being intoxicated in wine, So along with the beat of mridanga, they were dancing. Madhyera vikshepa tarasuni nache rangi. Listening to the sounds of kartala and mridanga in the kirtana, they were joyfully dancing. Dure taki sabadvani suni bare paya, sunile nachiya adhika madhya khaya. So as they could hear everything from the distance, they would listen, dance and drink more wine. Yakane kirtana kare dui jana rahe, suniya kirtana punaha utiya nache. So when they heard the kirtana, they would again get up and dance. Madhyapane vishvala kichu na jani, achila va kothaya, achaye konstane. So because of too much intoxication, they don't know what they are doing, where they are standing. They lost all external consciousness. Prabhura achila va kotaya, achaya konstane. So Prabhura dekiya bole, nimai pandita, karaiba sampurna, mangala chandira Gita. Gayena sabha bole, muni deki bare chana, sakala aniya dhiva, yata yei pana. So they were so overwhelmed by drinking wine that they did not remember where they had been or where they are. When they saw the Lord, they said, "Oh Nimai Pandita, you should sing the entire song of Mangala Chandi. You are expert singers. Who we wish to see, we will bring and give you whatever you need." They are asking to Chandi Kirtana. Durjana dekiya Prabhu dure dure yaya, arapata diya loka sabai palaya. So by seeing these miscreants, the Lord kept a distance. The others took some other route, avoiding these people at all. Ekadina Nityananda Nagara Brahmi Yani Shaya Aise Donhe Dari Leka Ghiya. So one day when Nityananda Prabhu was roaming around the city, that night he came in front of these two people. Kera kera bhole dhake jagai madai, Nityananda bole na Prabhura badayai. He said, "Who are you? Who are you?" The two brothers asked, "Who are you? Who are you?" Nityananda said, "Where are you going?" The Shri Radha Govinda ki. So Nityananda Prabhu replied, "I am going to the Lord's house." Madhyera vikshapa bole, "Kiba nama tora?" Nityananda bole, "Avaduta nama mora." They asked, "What is your name?" Nityananda Prabhu said, "My name is Avaduta." Balya bhave mahamatta Nityananda raya, madhyapera sange kata kahena leelaya. So Nityananda Prabhu was in the mood of a child. He wants to play with these drunkards. It was like a pastime for him. Uddariba duijana hena ache mane ataeva nishaya aila seistane. The whole intention of Nityananda Prabhu was going to that place was to liberate these two drunkards. Avaduta nama suni madai kupiya marila prabhura sire mataki tuliya. So when he heard Avaduta name, Madai became angry. He picked a pot and hit Nityananda Prabhu on his forehead. Futila mastakira rakta pade dhare. The head got broken, mastaka means the forehead, and blood started oozing out. Nityananda Mahaprabhu Govinda Sanare. Then Lord Nityananda only remembered Lord Govinda. He did not say anything else. Daya haila jagaira rakta deki mate, arabara marite darila tarahate. So when Jagai saw that blood, he became compassionate. He stopped Madai from further hitting. Kena hena karile nidraya tumi druda, dashantari mariya ki hoiba tumi bada. Why did you do that? He was asking his brother. You are so cruel. What will you gain by beating an outsider? The word Deshantari means a person from another province. Avaduta means who does not stay at one place. He keeps roaming around everywhere. Eda eda avadute na mariha ara, sannyasi mariya kon bala va tomara. He said, leave this avaduta alone. If you beat a sannyasi, what benefit will you get? Ateva ate loke giya prabhura kahilasan, gopange tarakshane takura aila. So people who were surrounding Nityananda Prabhu, they immediately ran to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to informing him that Nityananda Prabhu was bad. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately came to that place. Nityananda anga sabe rakta vahe dari. From his body the blood was coming like a flow, dhare. Hase Nityananda sei duyera bhitare. But Nityananda Prabhu was laughing inside. Rakta deki krode Prabhu bahya nahi jane. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lost external perspective when he saw that blood. Chakra, 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 Prabhu dake ghane ghane. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started calling loudly, Sudarshan chakra, 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 chakra. Atiyevate chakra asi upasana hoila, jagai madai tahe nayane dekila. Immediately the Sudarshan chakra appeared there. And Jagai Madai were able to see that Sudarshan chakra. Pramada Ganila Sabha Bhagavata Gana. Ate Vate Nityananda Kare Nivedana. Then everybody understood this is going to be a danger place. Sudarshan chakra appeared means it will kill everyone. All these demoniac people. So devotees and all were fearful by seeing that Sudarshan chakra. But Nityananda Prabhu immediately pleaded Lord Chaitanya. Madai Marite Prabhu Rakila Jagai. Daive se Padila Rakta Dukka Nahi Pai. So Madai had bet me, but Jagai forbade him to further beat me. So by chance, blood fell down. I did not become pained by this beating. Mora Bhiksha Deha Prabhu Ei Dui Sharira Kichu Dukka Nahi Mora Tumi Havostira. O Lord, give me these two in charity. Please be pacified, for I feel no pain. Jagai Rakila Hena Vachana Suniya, Jagaera Alingila Prabhu Suki Hoya. As soon as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard Jagai stopped Madai from heating, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced Jagai. Jagaera Bole, Krishna Krupa Karu Tore, Nityananda Rakiya Kinili Tumi More. So may Krishna bestow mercy upon you. By protecting Nityananda, you have purchased me. Yei Abhista Chitta Deka Tumi Taha Tumi Maga. Aji haite hu tora prema bhakti laba. So you can ask any benediction from me. May you attain pure bhakti from this day on. Jagayera varasuni Vaishnava mandala Jaya Jaya Haridvani Karila Shakala. Then everybody started saying Haribol, Haribol, because blessings of Jagai. Prema bhakti hau kari yakana bhalila takana Jagai preme murchita hoila. As soon as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Bhakti is awakened within you, he became ecstatic and fell down in the ground unconscious because of ecstasy. Prabhu bole, Jagai, Utiya deka more. Jagai, get up, see me. Satya ami prema bhakti, dana dile tore. I am going to deliver you according to my promise. Satya, that prema bhakti will be delivered to you. Chaturbuja Shanka Chakra Gada Padma Dara. Jagai dekila say Prabhu Vishwambara. Immediately Jagai, when he got up, he saw the Supreme Lord with Shanka Chakra Gadadhara, four-armed personality. Dekiya Murchita Hana Padila Jagai. When he saw that four-armed form of the Lord, he again became unconscious. Vakshe Shri Charana Dila Chaitanya Goshan. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu placed his lotus feet on the chest of Jagai. Paya Charana Dana Lakshmira Jivana. So by obtaining the lotus feet of the Lord, he obtained the shelter of Lakshmi Devi because Lord's Lakshmi Devi's blessings were automatically there. Darila Jagai Ena Amulya Ratana. Then Jagai obtained that Amulya Ratana, the invaluable diamond. Charana Dariya Kande Sukruti Jagai E Mata Apurva Kare Gauranga Goshai. So fortunate Jagai, he started shedding tears at the lotus feet of the Lord. Such were the wonderful pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Eka jiva dui deha Jagai Madai. Eka punya, eka papa, vaishe eka tani. One personality, two bodies. One is pious, one is sinful. See the symptom. One soul, two bodies. Jagayer Prabhu yabe anugraha kaila, Madayer chitte takshane bala haila. As soon as Jagai benedictions were heard by Madai, in his consciousness, he became purified. He became little repentant. Atavate Nityananda Vasana Ediya Padila Charanadari Dandavat Hoya. He immediately, quickly released Nityananda's cloth. He fell flat and held Lord's lotus feet. Dui Jana Ekatani Kaila Prabhura Papa Anugraha Kena Prabhu Kara Dui Baga. So he said, we both committed sinful activities together. Why did you divide us while bestowing your mercy? Mora Anugraha Kara Lana Tora Nama Amara Uddara Karibare Nahi Ana. He said, please deliver me also. I will chant your name. There is no one who can deliver me other than you. Prabhu bole, Tora Trana Nahi Deki Muni, Nityananda Ange Rakta Padila Sei Tuni. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I will not deliver you because you made Nityananda bleed. Madai bole, iha bolite na para, apanara dharma prabhu, apani keha chade. So Madai said, you cannot say this. Why are you forsaking your duty? Bane vinidileka toma ye asuragane, nijapada tasabare, tabe dilakene. Why did you award your lotus feet to the demons that pierced your body with arrows? Then Prabhu bole, Taha hoite tora aparada, Nityananda angete karila raktapata. Your biggest offense was bleeding Nityananda Prabhu. Ama haite ye Nityananda deha bada, tora stane ye satya kahilama dhaba. He said, your offense is greater than theirs because you have drawn blood from the body of Nityananda. The body of Nityananda is superior to mine. I emphatically tell you the truth. Satya yadi kahilata takura morastane balaha nishkuti muni paiba kemane. If you are telling me the truth, then tell me how will I be delivered? Sarva roga nasha vaidya chudamani tumi roga chikitsile shusta hayami. So you are like a doctor. You are like a chudamani which can cure all diseases. So unless you give me a solution, how can I be cured? Nakara kapata prabhu samsarera nata vidita hoila ara lukaiba kata. He said, don't cheat me, don't play around with me. Give me solution. Indirectly he was asking, pleading the Lord. Prabhu bole, aparada kaila tumi bada, Nityananda charana dariya giya pada. You made a biggest offense. So whom you have offended, you have to go and shelter, you have to go and take shelter of that personality only. Take shelter of Nityananda Prabhu. Paya Prabhura Ajna Madai Thakane Darila Amulya Dana Nitai Sharane. Immediately he fell at the lotus feet of Nityananda Prabhu, the invaluable treasure. Ei Charana Darile Nayai Kabu Nasha Revati Janena Ei Charana Prakasha. So by taking refuge of the lotus feet, one is never vanquished. And Revati well knows the glories of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. Vishwambar bole Suna Nityananda Raya Padila Charane Krupa Karite Yugaya. Lord said to Nityananda Prabhu, this boy has fell down at your lotus feet. Bestow your mercy upon him. Tomara angete yena kaila raktapata tumi shek shamita para padila tomata. Because he made you bleed, only you can forgive him. Nityananda bole, Prabhu ki boliba muni. Vrikshadvare krupakara seha shakti tumi. Nityananda Prabhu said, oh Lord, what can I say? You have the potency to bestow your mercy through a tree. Kona janma take yadi amara sukruta sabha dilun madhayira sunaha nishchita. He said, whatever punya I have accumulated over many years, I will, only many lifetimes, I will give that sukriti to this madai. Mora yata aparada kichu dayanai maya chada krupakara tomara madai. So he is relieved of any offense committed against me. Do not bewilder him. Bestow your mercy upon madai. Vishwambara bole, yadi kshamayila sakala, madayera kola deha, hauka safala. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, if you have actually forgiven Madai, then embrace him and make his life successful. Prabhura ajnaya kaila druda alingana, madayira hoila sarva bandhana mochana. As soon as Nityananda Prabhu embraced him, he became liberated from all material attachments. Madayira deha Nityananda praveshira, sarva shakti samanvita madai hoila. So Nityananda Prabhu entered into the body of Madai, and Madai became filled with all energies. Hena mate dui janera paila mochana, dui jane stuti kare duyera charana. So both of them started offering prayers to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. Prabhu bole, tora ara nahi karis papa. Jagai Madai bole, ara nahi papa. Ara nare bapa. The Lord said, do not commit any further sins. Jagai and Madai replied, never again, my dear Lord. Ara nare. Prabhu bole, Suna suna tora dui jana, satya satya ami tore karilana mochana, koti koti janme yede ache papa tora, ara yedi na kari sabadaya tora. He said, listen both of you, I have delivered both of you today. I take full responsibility for whatever sinful activities you have performed in your previous millions of lifetimes, provided you do not commit that sin again. Ton donhara muke muni kariba ahara. Tora deha hai beka mora avatara. By both of your mouths, they will become my mouth to eat. Through you, I eat prasadam. and your bodies will become my personification. Narayana paro vidvan yashyannam pitamaha sahasnati tadharer asyam gatam annam na samshayaha. The Supreme Lord relishes from the food of the devotees' mouths, directly then offering into the fire. Bhaktasya rasagrena rasam asnami padmaja. The Lord says, I relish food through the mouths of my devotees. Prabhura suniya vakya jagai madai anande murchita hai padila tathai. By hearing the words, they immediately became unconscious. Moha gela dui vipra ananda sagare bujji agja kari lena Prabhu Vishwambare. So by hearing the words, immediately all their illusion is gone. And they merged in an ocean of ecstasy. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu further instructed them. Dui jana tuli lana amara bhadite kirtana kariba dui janera sahite. Both of you come and participate in the kirtana every day. Brahmara durlaba aji ye dunhara diva. Ye donhare jagatera uttama kariba. So this fortune of participating in the kirtana, which was rarely available to Brahma, also today it became available to you. Ye dui parase ye karila ganga stane. Ye donhara boliba se gangara samane. So those who take bath in Ganga after being touched by these two people will now say these two are equal to Ganga. Nityananda pratigna anyata nahi hoya Nityananda ichaye janiha nichaya. This is the determination of Nityananda. No, for certain this was the desire of Nityananda to purify these two people. Jagai madai sabe Vaishnava dariya Prabhura bhadira abhyantara gela lana. Then catching hold of Jagai and Madai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took them inside the Lord's house. Jagai Madai dui jane stuti kare sabara sahite sune gauranga sundare. So when they both started offering prayers, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started hearing with all the Vaishnavas. Suddha Saraswati dui janera jihvaya vasila Chaitanya Chandra Prabhura ajnaya. Then Saraswati manifested on the tongues of these two people. And by the blessings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they started offering prayers. Nityananda Chaitanyera Prakasha Ekatra Dekilena Duijana Yara Yei Tattva. Seeing Lord Nityananda and Chaitanya together there, the two could understand their actual identity. Yei mate stuti kare dui mahashaya, yei stuti sunile Krishna Bhakti labhya hoya. So anyone who hears to these prayers will immediately be bestowed with Krishna Bhakti. Papi uddarile yata nana avatare parama adbhutataha goshaya samsare. So the main purpose of your avatars is to deliver the sinful people. And this is glorified throughout the world as the most wonderful thing. Amadui patakira dekiya uddhara aplavatva paila purva mahima tomara. So by delivering us too, your past glories have become minimized. Ajamila uddharera yateka mahatva amara uddhare seho paila aplavatva. By delivering Ajamila, whatever name you have gained is minimized by delivering both of us. Satyakahi ami kichu suti nahi kari uchitai Ajamila mukti adhikari. We are not flattering you, we are speaking the truth. Ajamila was actually fit for liberation. Koti Brahma vadi yadi tava nama laya sadhya moksha padatara vede satyakaya. So in the Vedas it is said a person who has killed millions of Brahmanas immediately attains liberation if one chants your holy name. Hena nama Ajamila kaila ucharana tene chitra nahe Ajamilera mochana. Such a name was chanted by Ajamila, so his deliverance was not wonderful. Veda satya stapite tomar avatara mitya hoya veda tabe na kaila uddhara. So incarnate to establish the truth of the Vedas. If you do not deliver the living entities, then the words of the Vedas become false. Mora droha kailun priya sharira tomara tatapiha amadui karila uddhara. Yet we have harmed the body of your associate and still you have delivered both of us. Eba buji deka prabhu apanara mane kata koti antara amara dui jane. Now you have so much difference. Now you see so much difference between you and between us. Narayana nama suni ajamila muke chari mahajana aila se jana deke. When they heard chant Narayana by Ajamila, 4 Vaikuntha personalities came there. Ami dekilama toma rakta padi ange sangopanga asra parshada sabha sange. But when we see you along with your associates, servants, weapons and confidential companions, after we drew blood from Nityananda. Gopya kari raki chila yei sabha mahima Ebe vyakta haila Prabhu mahimara sima. You have kept your glories concealed. The limit of your glories is now revealed. Ebe sabe haila veda maha balavanta. Ebe say badani kari gaiba ananta. The Vedas have been most authoritative and Lord Ananta has been proudly singing your glories. Ebe ye say vedite haila gopya guna grama nirlaksha uddhara Prabhu ihara say nama. Now your hidden glories have become manifest. The name of this quality is called causeless deliverance. Yadi bola kshama kamsa adi yata daitya gana tahara vo droha kari paila mochana kata laksha ache tati deki nijamane nirantara deki leka say Narendra Gane. So if you say that despite their attack, demons like Kamsa were also delivered, then consider what qualities they had. Those kings constantly saw you. They fought with you according to Kshatriya principles and constantly thought of you in fear. Tomara dekiya nija jivana chadila, tabe kon mahajane tare pasharila. They left their bodies while seeing you, yet which great soul cared to touch them. Amara parasa yei Bhagavata gane, chaya chuni yei jana kaila gangastane. The pure devotees who once take bath in Ganges after touching our shadow are now touching us. Sarvamate Prabhu Tora yei mahima bada, kahara bandaiba sabe jani leka dhada. O Lord, this is certainly due to your extraordinary glories. What can be deceived? Who can be deceived now? Everyone is conceived. Mahabhakta Gajaraja Karila Stavana Ekanta Sharana Deki Karila Mochana. So great devotee Gajendra offered prayers and you delivered him because he was fully surrendered. Daiva se upama nahe asura putana agabaka adi yata keha nahe sima. The example cannot be applied to demons like Putana, Aga and Bhaka. Chadiya se deha tora gela divya gati veda vina tahe deka kahara shakati. Although they attained the spiritual world when they left their bodies, who had the power to see that without Vedic knowledge? Ei karila ei dui pataki sharire sakshate dekila iha sakala samshare. How Putana and all went back, nobody saw. But here, everybody saw how we have been delivered. Yateka karila tumi pataki uddara karo kona rupe laksha ache sabakara. The sinners that you have previously delivered all had some qualification or another. Nirlaksha tarila Brahma daitya dhui jana tomara karunya sabe ihara karana. But now you have causelessly delivered to these Brahmana demons. This is only your mercy. Boliya boliya kande jagai madai e mata apurva kare chaitanya gosha. When they started offering prayers, they started crying. And these were the unprecedented glories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yateka Vaishnava Gana apurva dekiya yoda hate stuti kare sabha dhandiya. Everybody paid obeisances and with folded hands they offered prayers to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda. Ei stuti karila Prabhu ei dui madhyapa tora krupa vina yahe jane kara bhapa. So without your mercy, nobody can understand the prayers which were offered by these two drunkards. Tomar achintya shakti ke bujite pare yakhana yei rupe krupa karaha yahare. So who can understand your inconceivable energies? And how and when, on whom you can bestow your mercy? Prabhu bole, e dui madhyapa nahe ara, aji hoite e dui sevaka amara. From today, these two are not drunkards, they are my eternal servants. Sabe mile anugraha ye dhuyare, janma janma are ye ama na pasare. So all of you bestow your mercy upon these two. So birth after birth, they do not forget me. Ye rupe yaharatani ache aparada, kshamaya ye dui prati karaha prasada. So please forgive them for whatever offense they have committed against you. Suniya prabhura vakya jagai madai, sabara charanadari padila tatai. They immediately paid obeisances to all the Vaishnavas there. Sarva Mahabhagavata Kaila Ashirvada, Jagai Madai Hoila Niraparada. They became free from all offenses. Prabhu Bole, Uta Uta Jagai Madai, Hoila Amara Dasha Ara Chintanai. They said, no more fear, you have become my servants. Toma Dui Yata Kichu Karela Stavana, Parama Susatya, Kichu Nai Haya Kandana. So all your words were true and there is nothing to refute them. Ye Sharira Kabu Karo Hena Nahi Haya Nityananda Prasade Sei Janiba Nishaya. So whatever you have experienced is not possible in these bodies. Know for certain that this was simply due to Nityananda Smriti. Mercy. Ta sabara yata papa muni nilun haya sabha sakshate dekaha bai ye anubhava. I have personally taken charge of your sinful reactions. See for yourself. Dui jana sharira patakanahi ara iha bujaite haila kaliya akara. When that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced them, all their sinful reactions entered into the body of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his body became blackish in color because of the sinful reactions of Jagai Madai. Prabhu bole, Tomara Amara Deka Kene, Advaita Bolaya Sri Gokula Chandrayana. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, how do I look in this blackish color? Advaita Acharya said, you look like Lord Krishna. Advaita Pratibhushana Hase Vishwambara, Hari Boli Dvani Kare Sabha Anuchara. Then everybody stated, Hari Hari Bol. Prabhu bole, Kala Deka Duira Patake, Kirtana Karaha Sabha Yauka Nindake. See how these two sinners are black. Perform Kirtana that their sins take shelter in these two who blaspheme. Sunira Prabhura Vakya Sabara Ullasa Mahanande Hoila Kirtana Prarakasha. So by hearing these words, everybody became very happy and they joyfully performed Sankirtana. So see these sinful reactions. The blackish tendency which was there as sinful personified in the bodies of Jagai Madai entered into the body of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he said, from today I take responsibility of these two people and they are my eternal servants. By sincerely offering prayers with whatever knowledge they had, but they had accepted, they had gained the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. This is the speciality of offering prayers with heartful and as maximum as possible what you can endeavor for. This is what this verse is saying, what Prabhupada is saying. We'll stop here. Any questions or doubts?